Coming up this week on Wildcat Fastbreak, the Northwestern men brave the cold in Minnesota, looking to snap a losing streak on the road, while the nationally ranked women are in search of another conference win. Plus, it's a family feud on the court as freshman Aaron Falzon squares off against his brother. All that and more this week on Wildcat Fastbreak. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wildcat Fast Break. I'm Dave Ennett. The Northwestern Wildcat men's basketball team welcomed the Ohio State Buckeyes here to Welsh Ryan Arena last week, hoping to beat Ohio State for the first time under head coach Chris Collins. Let's take a look at the highlights. The Northwestern Wildcats are looking for a bounce back tonight after suffering their first loss at home and their first loss after a 10-game winning streak. Off McIntosh on the baseline, got it underneath, and there's Van Zegeren with a two-hand slam against his former college teammate. Screen moving to his left of the lane, drops it underneath Parton. Their layup good. Derek Parton for Brian McIntosh. Cats lead 8-6.
Yeah, I think Derek Parton is a great offensive rebounder, so his emergence the last couple games has really upped our ability to get some of those second chance points. You saw it in the Nebraska game when we won again at Maryland, and then with Ohio State, I think he had 7 of them. So our guys are doing a good job of when we do take those shots, if we miss, we're getting on the offensive glass, we're getting some second chance opportunities. Now we have to have that fine line of balance where maybe we can make a few more shots and a few more less offensive rebounds.
Sends it ahead, Depps, 1 against 1. Depps drives in, little bench shot, good. Off the glass, Trey Depps. Cats lead 10-6. Order is short, rebound Parton. And the Cats have numbers here, 3 against 2, more than that. McIntosh to Depps, he'll try again. Got it! Three-pointer, Trey Depps. The ball fits. First one in 12 tries for the Cats.
Well, we got down 9, weren't playing very well, we're having a hard time scoring, and then we had that 10-0 burst at the end of the half to get us the lead, which I felt great about because I really didn't feel we were playing that well. And to go into the halftime with a 1-point lead at home, I thought we were in really good position.
Shot clock's off, Taphorn left corner 3, got it! Cats lead it, 27-26, three-pointer for Nathan Taphorn.
Thought we finally kind of got some rhythm offensively. Nate Taphorn made a couple big plays for us. 3, which was big, got us that first lead. The crowd really got into the game, and we weren't able to use that, though, in the second half to give ourselves any separation.
Lindsay, 3 against 1. Bounce ahead, foul zone. He lays it in. Cats lead 34-32. Nice work in transition.
Yeah, I thought it was one of those Big Ten games where it was just a real grind for both teams on both ends. Both teams were having a hard time scoring. We felt the game was right there for us to win it. We needed to really step up, make plays, continue to play great defense. And Ohio State then hit us with that run coming out of that timeout to stretch the lead. It was disappointing because I thought the game was right there in the balance for us to get late, and we just didn't make the plays we needed to late.
So the Buckeyes take it 65-56. Bryant McIntosh led the Wildcats with 15 points, while Derek Parton grabbed 14 rebounds. On Saturday, Northwestern hit the road for Minnesota. That's our Nissan big game of the week.
Saturday on the campus of University of Minnesota means one thing. The building known as the Barn comes alive for Big Ten basketball.
Gets a screen from Lumpkin. Up top to Van Zegeren, and now Falzon, left side 3, good. McIntosh gets it back. Drive, left of the lane, jumper, good by Brian McIntosh. Here's Dorsey to the foul line, kicks it out, stolen. Lindsay ahead of the pack. Lindsay driving, dunking. Cats lead 17-11. Scotty Lindsay.
Yeah, it was an important game for us. Anytime you lose 2 games in a row in league play, it's important to kind of stop the bleeding, so to speak. You got to find a way to get back on the winning track and avoid long losing streaks. And going on the road against a team that we knew was going to be hungry because they hadn't won in the league, our guys prepared very well. I thought our game plan was solid. We executed on both ends, played really good defense, and then it was nice to see some shots go in the basket. I thought the guys making some shots early kind of let the air out of the balloon a little bit and gave us confidence throughout the game.
Shot clock at 8 at 7. Depps around to Falzon, left corner three, good again. His third three-pointer here in the first half.
Certainly Aaron Falzon was a big reason for that. We were able to find him 3 or 4 times when the defense was broken down. And anytime he can make some shots, I mean, he's a great shooter, and our guys look for him, and when he's got it going, it's almost more than the 3 points, because we know what he means to our team.
He didn't give an inch.
There's Joey King for 3.
We had a 12-point lead late in the first half. They made a late run on us to cut it to 6. And they went into halftime with a little bit of momentum. And we talked at halftime about the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half being a real critical stage of the game, that we needed to come out with a lot of energy. We needed to be sharp. And I thought we did that. We were able to, I think, take the lead from 6 to about 15 in that first 4 minutes. And fortunately, we were able to hold on to that for the rest of the game.
Angling right, leaves it for Falzon for a spot-up 3. Good. His 5th of the game. And the Wildcats lead by 15. Shot clock at 7. Back into Parton, hands it back to Depps. Depps, turnaround jumper, right corner, got it. Trey Depps.
Taphorn hit 2 threes against Ohio State. Connects on that one, and Alex Ola and the Wildcats lead by 17, their largest lead today.
I thought Bryant and Trey made a lot of plays for us. I mean, even though their scoring numbers weren't, astronomical, I thought they made a lot of plays. They got in there, they found open people, and then we got contributions from a lot of guys, which I think is important for us to play at our best.
Falzon inside, Van Zegeren position on Konate.
Yeah, I thought Joey, it was probably his best game for us. Joey's gutting it out. He's coming off of a foot injury, and he's still not 100% healthy. But when Alex went down, he realized we needed him out there. And, he doesn't do much in practice because he's still kind of healing from his foot injury. And so sometimes that can affect your timing and create a little bit of a rust. And I thought he was really sharp in the game. He had some great finishes. I think the end of the first half, beginning of the second half, he scored 9 straight points for us, all on dunks. His activity at the basket defensively, he's been a real presence for us, and it's great to have because you need it in Big Ten play.
Wildcat Stevens shooting 65% this half from the field, run away with a 25-point win. Handshakes, 2 young coaches here in the conference, Richard Pitino and Chris Collins. Northwestern now 2-2 in league play.
25 points, the final margin of victory for the Cats, who have won 3 straight at Williams Arena. Aaron Falzon, one of 3 Wildcats in double-figure scoring with 20 points. And after the game, the freshman said he felt he was in the zone.
I mean, after you hit one shot, and the next shot comes, and the third shot comes, and the fourth shot, you kind of just start feeling it, and you kind of stop thinking the game, and you start playing. So it was a good feeling out there to making a lot of shots today.
Everybody has to be, take it to another level. And, guys were working hard after the Ohio State game, and I think it showed tonight. We had such a balanced scoring, and I think that's just how we're going to be most successful.
Coming up after the break, we turn our attention to the nationally ranked Wildcat women who faced a top 25 team on the road. That's up next. Game is tied at 67. Cats will hold for the final shot and try to win it. We're down to 9, down to 8. Depps with 7, with 6, with 5. Depps stops, puts up a jumper. Good! That's the ball game. The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win. An unbelievable game.
Favorite pet would be a dog. I'm not sure what kind yet. I'm a fan of all kinds of dogs.
My 2 cats at home.
Favorite pet dog? Both my dogs.
A dog. I have a dog back in Mississippi, a German Shepherd. My dream pet is a golden doodle.
I wish I had a dog, but I don't have one, so that's going to be the first pet I get if I get one.
Dog. A dog. Easy. Favorite pet would be a dog. I have had dogs my whole life. I love them.
Favorite pet? Dog. I like cats too. Maine Coon cat? It's huge. It's like this big. It's a big cat. It's almost like a little lion. Yeah, it's dope. Get one.
Oh, my favorite pet are cats because they're adorable, cute, and fluffy.
Welcome back to Wildcat Fast Break. The Northwestern women entered last week ranked 16th in the nation, but facing a couple of very difficult tests, including a visit from Big Ten leader Purdue here to Welsh Ryan Arena last Thursday. Let's go to the highlights.
From Welsh Ryan Arena in beautiful Evanston, Illinois, the Northwestern Wildcats play host to the Purdue Boilermakers. 5 remaining on the shot clock. Wilson with the floater, it's good. 7-0 early, Purdue leading.
We've been playing so well, practicing well, and we just got off to a bad start, and Purdue took advantage of that more than anything else, and we just played catch up the whole game.
Johnson finds Deary. Deary sees a lane from the right elbow. The floater goes. 9-5, Purdue leads. Inman with the 1-on-2. Eases things up and puts up a floater from the free throw line. It's good. Deary with a nice dish to Coffey for 3. Nothing but net.
Nia got in foul trouble, and it really hurts us when she's not on the court, one of the best players in the country. So I thought she played well in the third and fourth quarter and just, played within herself, didn't pick up additional fouls.
Nia Coffey is back on the floor playing with 2 fouls. Kristen Inman again from the free throw line, gets it to go.
The Northwestern cut into Purdue's leader.
Inman to Lyon, into Coffey. Coffey driving off the glass, she gets it. Back to a 1-point game. Inman passes up an open look, steps inside the 3-point line, and she hits the mid-range jumpers. Jonas baseline to Lyon. Lyon with the short jumper is good. It's a 6-point game. Hankins to Rhodey, inside to Lyon. Pump fake, then drives in off the glass, it goes. Maggie Lyon has been carrying this team. Lyon with the screen from Jonas. Can't find penetration, so she goes around and finally gets it. We head to half with a 7-point lead from the visiting Boilermakers.
At halftime, technically, we addressed a couple things. Felt pretty good. We just couldn't get any momentum on offense.
Purdue with the 6-2 scoring advantage since the half began. Another miss as Deary was hacked on her way up, no foul call. Perry loses a handle on it, so she hands it off to Keys. Keys, 13-point lead for Purdue. Hankins coming back the other way. Hankins drives in, off the backboard, no good. Coffey comes up and 1! Northwestern on an 8-0 run. Purdue beats Northwestern on the road, 85-71.
Final score, Purdue wins it 85-71. Maggie Lyon with 24 to pace the Cats, who shot just 17% from the 3-point line. After the game, Kristen Inman said that 3-pointers were a part of the game plan against the Boilermakers.
We really did just focus on attacking them, and that's honestly where the open shots were coming. So, it was just a product of where they were letting us have shots.
21 turnovers as a team today, is that a worrying number, something you can't let become a trend?
Definitely something we can't let become a trend, and, it's just, it's uncharacteristic of us, as we've been focusing on keeping those down throughout the year. So we're going to bounce back, and, that's definitely not going to become a trend for us.
A very warm welcome to those of you joining us here in East Lansing, live at the Breslin Center. We got a great matchup between 2 top 25 ranked teams. Number 16, the Northwestern Wildcats versus the number 23, Michigan State Spartans. Looking for an open player, gets it off to Inman up top. Inman drives with the right pull-up jumper from about 15, and that's in for the first bucket for the Wildcats. She still has it on the right wing, gets it to Nia Coffey down low, who drives it in, is fouled, and the and one bucket for the Northwestern Wildcats. And that is off the mark, but rebounded by Power. She takes it in, and that bucket falls.
They made a couple late runs that we struggled with, didn't survive. But the first quarter was I thought a wash, and we were playing well. We were getting good shots, and we just we had a lot of shots that didn't go in. Shots that we make that we liked the idea that we took that shot.
Deary tries taking advantage of the matchup on Hines, finds Inman in the corner, who takes it in for the layup, and that falls in for the Wildcats. Kristen Inman with the bucket there, 16-13. Lyon on the left wing dribbles it back out to reset the offense. Inman from the left elbow, and that is good for Kristen Inman.
The thing that really you look at it that bothers you is that we're right there even, it's a 9-point game with about a minute and a half to go. And if you go in halftime under 10, you feel like, all right, we didn't shoot the ball well, let's come out in the second half. And we just had 3 or 4 plays, that kind of extended that lead. And that's where really we lost some momentum, because I thought we were playing pretty well and doing some good things.
Far side, back to Inman at the top of the key. Inman feeds Lyon a step inside the foul line, and she gets it to go, her first field goal of the game.
We came out really strong. Maggie Lyon knocked down 2 straight jumpers. We got out in transition on 2 steals, and again, 10-point game. We kind of had them on their heels a little bit. Felt pretty good, and then they missed their next shot, a long 3, got the rebound and scored and won. That kind of took away what momentum we had at the time.
Spartans no need to rush. Powers has it, drives on Coffey, puts it up and in. It's been the aerial Powers show early in the fourth quarter, and the Spartans lead by 29.
I think, we have some experience, so I think you lean on that. And I told them, hey, you're in the best league in the country right now. You're playing the best teams, and every game's going to be a dogfight and bounce back. And you're going through some ups and downs as a team because we're young. And everybody's got to stay together, and I think they really understood that.
There's the horn. It's 74-51. The Spartans win it. That's the final.
74-51 Spartans, the final in East Lansing. Nia Coffey scores a team-high 13 points and adds 9 rebounds to the total, while the cold shooting continued for the Wildcats in this one. When Wildcat Fastbreak continues, a sibling rivalry plays out on the court at Welsh Ryan. We'll hear from Aaron Falzon and his brother about playing against each other. That's up next. Out in front, Debs leaves it for Falzon. Back to McIntosh, high left. McIntosh to Falzon, deep 3 left wing, got it! Another 3 for Falzon. That's his 6th of the game. He's matched his career high with 20 points, and the Cats lead 44-32. Welcome back, everybody. Earlier this season, Aaron Falzon had an opportunity that few college basketball athletes get. A chance to square off against a familiar face, his older brother, Tevin, a senior at Sacred Heart University. After the Wildcats' victory over Sacred Heart, the brothers sat down to reflect on playing against each other growing up and a chance to play out their sibling rivalry on the Division I stage.
All right, let me start so he doesn't lie to you. I mean, he had me growing up until about junior year in high school. I think I started getting him one-on-one. So,
I like to disagree with that.
It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Pioneers of Sacred Heart University. Aaron Falzon, interesting night for him tonight because he's going to be going against his older brother, Tevin Falzon, a senior for the Sacred Heart Pioneers.
I mean, sharing a room growing up, I kind of always wanted to be like him growing up. So I always played with him. We always played in the backyard, play one-on-one. So it's just a dream to be a Division I college basketball player and playing against my brother. It's just the best feeling.
That competitiveness, there's a little bit of that in most families. I'm sure there's a little edge to them coming into this game.
Coach Collins actually told me that we were going to play each other. And once I found out, I don't even know what to think. I mean, how many people get to say they play against their brother in college basketball? So it's something I always wanted to do. I thought I'd never get the chance to.
Falzon and Falzon battling on the lane there. The officials are keeping an eye on this. They are shoulder to shoulder.
I take some credit for the way he shoots because when we were younger, growing up playing one-on-one, he was not going in the basket against me. So he had to work on that shot, and that's how, I mean, you see he's one of the best shooters in the country. I mean, he's turned into quite a player.
What a special night for their family. It was great to see those guys out there, and it was actually fun a couple times they got matched up. You could kind of envision what those backyard battles were like.
I mean, yeah, it's just a great feeling. I know for them, they sacrificed a lot of time and effort getting us going to camps, going to practice. So to see us out there competing against each other, I know my mom, she might have cried a couple of times.
Yeah,
probably. But for me, just to sum it all up, it's a dream come true. I mean, I couldn't ask for any more. I couldn't ask for a better brother. The things he's taught me, like you said, he made me the player I am today. So I couldn't thank him more for that.
And of course, a reminder that Aaron Falzon and the Wildcats are back home here at Welsh Ryan Arena Saturday night to take on Penn State at 7:30. For tickets to see the Wildcats in action here, call 888-GO-PURPLE or log on to nusports.com. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of Wildcat Fast Break. For the coaches, Chris Collins and Joe McEwen, I'm Dave Ennett. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you here next week, and as always, Go Cats.